Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Borrow My Mind. We're live again for the second time this week, and we've got big smiles on all of our faces because Posh have beat Northampton Town 5-1 at the Western Home Stadium in the Nen Derby. We'll be discussing that and more on tonight's live show. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a great couple of days. I know we are definitely here because wow, what a night it was last night, Tobber.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? It was fantastic. It was brilliant, fantastic. Desco bouncing away and silent, and that's what more can you ask for? 3 points. It's brilliant, mate. Fantastic, Dick. Fantastic win.
Caden, the vlog's come out. Magnificent work again, you must say. If you haven't seen it, go on to Cape United. What were your thoughts on that derby yesterday?
Great atmosphere. We played very good overall. There were times, where we weren't so good. You can argue, but overall, yeah, we put a few past them and we won 5-1. So it was great to come back from behind and beat them. Well, more than beat them, we smashed them.
Yeah, get your comments in below of your player of the match and your general thoughts about anything really, about the Desco, about any of the players that you want to single out for praise after tomorrow night. Hopefully we won't have as much criticism. For a little bit of love for Cape United in the chat, which is always a good thing. PUFCW says, Caden, thanks for giving my brother a picture. I'm a huge fan. See, this is nice to hear, isn't it, Caden? You know, you've probably made his brother's night. So yeah, all hail King Caden. But yeah, it was a superb night. Good morning, Josh Mackey. Happy birthday for yesterday, my friend. No, that was Josh Massey. Never mind. You always get the two confused, don't you, Josh Mackey and Josh Massey?
No,
Josh Massey. Josh Massey's footballing opinions aren't anywhere near as outrageous as Josh Mackey's, so that's how you can distinguish them. But I'm sure you're going to sprinkle some of your unpopular takes and a bit of love for Tobber as well from Jack Lincoln, who says thanks for my birthday message to Tobber. So yeah, we'll start with player of the match, and this is the shout from Harrison in the chat that I'm going to be bringing up in a little bit. But Tobber, I'll start with you. Who was your man of the match?
Jadel Katongo, mate. That boy, wow. He surprised me. He's impressed me, and he's looked really, really good past couple of weeks. That assist for the Mason Clark goal, by the way. Has anyone seen it back?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Fantastic ball.
Caden,
Yeah,
do you agree with Tobber?
I'd say Josh Knight. I think he bossed it. Brilliant. Brilliant defensively. He's a great player. Big up to Josh Knight.
Yeah, a top quality player. I agree with Tobber though on this one, and Harrison in the chat. Katongo, wow, what a performance! Just when you thought that, is he the right player? Is he athletic enough to be getting down that right hand side? Has he got the attacking ability? He goes and just plays like that. He was just overlapping, putting balls into the box, causing problems on the right hand side. Freed up Poku a lot to do what Poku does. What a goal that second one was! Amazing football from Kwame Poku. Yeah, Katongo was fantastic, but I guess, Tobber, it's one of those nights where it does seem somewhat unfair to single out single players because it was a great team effort, wasn't it?
Can anyone find the mute button? Yeah. To be honest, mate, the whole team played well, didn't they? Even Jed Steer probably he didn't have anything to do, did he? And when he did, he conceded. But they were all solid, mate. I got no complaints at all.
Yeah, Caden, I know that we had some complaints about other things on Monday evening, namely about the sort of the big stand debate. You know, Tobber was planning on going in the terrace until I bullied him into switching his ticket into the Desco stand, or the GH display as it's now known. Caden, how happy are you with how good the atmosphere was last night, considering how much you campaigned for fans to move into the GH display?
For the numbers, it was quality, and I definitely I wouldn't say it was as good as Cambridge, but it was not far off it. I'm not gonna be out there and say it was better because it wasn't, but more like that for big games would be brilliant. To be in the GH was unreal.
Yeah, 100%. Toba, are you very glad that you moved your ticket? Because I think, there must have been a big fear of missing out, a big FOMO if you're in the London Road end and you're seeing the Desco absolutely bouncing and you're stood there with no drum, making seemingly very little noise from where we were anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. No, I'm very glad that I moved seats, mate. I didn't trust you two, to be honest, but you proved me wrong, didn't you? London Road, I didn't hear them all night. I don't know if that was because we were so loud or they were just no one was there. You know what I mean? But nah, I'm very happy. Better facilities. I was warm. I watched it at half time. Yeah, it was good, mate. I'll go every week if I could.
Yeah, Ed, just giving some important information out. Yeah, get your Wembley tickets on Friday morning at 10 a.m. That fixture time has finally been confirmed as 4:30 on the Sunday. Not sure why it took that long to delay kickoff for an hour and a half, and it probably didn't need the drama that came with it either. But at least we're confirmed, and we'll be playing in blue at Wembley, which is good. Yeah, the Blue Army on the road again. Talking about on the road again, obviously we've recorded pre-match push already this week. Unbelievable. I cannot believe our organisation skills that we haven't left it until late on a Thursday evening and we've recorded a pre-match push for a game on a Saturday on a Wednesday night. But Toba, how excited are you for Burton away? What do you think the ticket sales will be like? And do you think it's going to be a good day out?
Burton away, mate, is going to be an unbelievable weekend. After just battering Cobblers 5-1, I reckon we'll sell a few more tickets as well. It's only up the road. There's no excuse not to go. It's what is it, 2 hours away? It's like easy,
Less
mate,
than that.
easy. But we all should get there, pack out the way and get a good atmosphere and get an all-important 3 points. It should be very good, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
100%, Ed. You can always come up and approach us as well, and when we're in the away end, it's a big family, the travelling Posh fans, isn't it? We all get on and we all have a chat. So yeah, come find me, Toba, Caden, or Max if you see us and have a chat, and we love to discuss Posh. So Caden, you're coming up to Burton, proper terrace, proper atmosphere. It'll be a proper day out. Are you excited?
Think so.
He even cracked a little bit of a smile. How nice to see is that? Chef Couchon says, "When is the Borough on My Mind meet and greet?" Every away day is the Borough on My Mind meet and greet, mate. Just come and chat to us. Genuinely, we love it. It's one of my favourite things is when I get approached by Posh fans on away games that have seen the channel and like the channel, and we can chat. Peterborough United. I don't think any of us would be on here if we didn't like talking about Posh, would we? So yeah. Every away game's a Borough on My Mind meet and greet as far as we're concerned. We'll move on then to another player that has been catching the eyes of Posh fans recently. Archie Collins, baby. And before Caden edits me into another TikTok, I'm not going to sing the rest of that song. But yeah, Archie Collins, what a midfielder, Topper. So my question to you is he better than Jack Taylor?
How have you just pinned that on me? I was going to
I
say
know,
he's a
I've put
signing.
you on the spot.
I was going to say he's a signing of the season for us because he's been fantastic and is the signing of the season. Is he better than Jack Taylor? Jack Taylor got more goal contribute. Got goals more. Can't speak. Got more goals and assists, but Collins did better. Does all the dirty work in midfield, doesn't he? So I think it's quite even. But I don't know. I can't rate it because I love Jack Taylor so much. It's going to take some doing to beat him. But Archie Collins is just a superb player. I can't bloody speak.
Okay, I'll ask you a different question, Topper. If you have the option now, Ipswich Town ring you up and say, right, listen, we've managed to talk to the FL and they'll give us 12 hours to get a deal done. Archie Collins, swap deal for Jack Taylor. Are you taking it or not? And you have to say yes or no. Are you taking it or not?
Who's younger?
I think
Who's,
Archie's a slight bit. I'm pretty sure Archie's younger.
it may be recent bias, but I'm turning down that deal.
Fair enough.
Archie Collins is mustard, and he's unreal.
Yeah, such a quality player. That's such a Caden answer. I'm taking Archie and Jack Taylor together. You can't do that, Scotty. That's not part of the rules. Caden, would you take the deal that I've just mentioned to Tobber or not?
Sorry, what was the deal?
Oh my, Caden, mate. Would you, if Ipswich Town rung you up and said we'll swap Jack Taylor for Archie Collins today, would you do it? Yes or no?
No. I'd rather keep Collins. Collins is younger, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So younger player, better player. I'd rather have Archie Collins.
Yeah, we've just lost Tobber for a couple of minutes. I don't actually know what's happened. I think it must be a connection issue because he's not even just gone from the stage. He's gone from the whole sort of. Don't know if any of you know how StreamYard works, but we have a little backstage where we have all our graphics waiting and all the other people that are waiting to get in, and he's not even there. So, what's happened to Tobber? We'll have to find out.
Was my
Sack him
opinion
off.
that out there?
Yeah, he's heard enough. To be fair, it's not your worst opinion. Your better one still shakes me to the core
How?
now today. Well, you
No.
said better was overrated, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Posh
I
fan
said
said
he
he
was
was
better than
very good,
Burrows.
and he was
And-
very good.
I know, and I said, I don't know.
To be fair, Burrows is better than him, so I do
Exactly.
somewhat agree with you. I definitely agree with you. But I'm just getting messages from Tobber. Yeah, he doesn't know what's happened either. Technical issues, and you know what? When I put out the link to the stream earlier, I did say we'd have some technical issues. So there it is. But Caden, we'll move on with the questions. So obviously, it was the Neen derby, the Northampton game. That's what gave it that extra edge. How much? Okay, here we go. How much does that Neen derby mean to you? And has last night and the atmosphere and just the way the game felt, has that changed your perception of the Neen derby at all?
Well, most of our young fan base hadn't really seen us played Cobblers, or when we did play them, they were they were young, too young to remember. I mean, I remember when we played them in lockdown, but that didn't really mean much to me personally. But yeah, hopefully it starts to build up a bit. Maybe builds up a little bit more hatred. But at the minute, most fans still see Cambridge as the bigger derby.
Tobber, are you in the same camp as Caden, or has last night changed your perception of the game at all?
I'll be honest, mate. Last night, it almost felt like we actually cared a little bit. Like it did feel like a derby, didn't it? It did. But I still think Cambridge is much better. But yeah, I feel the fans obviously care a little bit for react how we did.
Yeah, it's one of the things, isn't it? Like, it's one of the games. On Monday, I was chill about it. On Monday, I was, it's just another league game. Obviously, it's Cobblers. And then I got had a couple of arguments on Twitter with Cobblers fans and thought, oh, this would be really funny if I could come back to these tweets on Tuesday night after having beaten them by a long way. And then you get to Tuesday and you wake up and you're like, yay, it's match day. And then you see, oh, a couple more tickets have sold in this section. And slowly you get more excited. And then by about, I don't know about you guys, but by about 7:15 on Tuesday night, I was so nervous. Was that the same for you? Did you get nervous before the game, or were you very chill about it, Tobber?
I was never nervous, mate. Even before 5 minutes for the game, I was just excited. I was just buzzing for it. I had no nerves because I thought we were going to win. Even when we was 1-0 down, me and you spoke in the ground, didn't we? We said we're not going to lose this game. We were 1-0 down at that point, and we're still confident. And no, I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, because I do remember, obviously, you stood next to me. We had all four Borough My Mind people in a row at a football game last night, which is it
Rare.
is rare.
Yeah.
But it was cracking, a cracking night, Tobber. And I remember you turning to me after the first goal, Cobbler's goal, and just going, "We're not going to lose this, are we?" And we both just looked at each other and went, "Nah, there's no way. We wouldn't lose to Cobblers at home. We just wouldn't." And we didn't. We responded really well. Caden, obviously, it was that sort of that manic period again where we got the equaliser and then got the next goal straight away. And it was very similar to Cambridge, up the same end, similar sort of goals, just the wide players just going for it and the whole squad just attacking as a unit. Do you reckon having the fans behind that goal has anything to do with it? I've seen a couple of people say that we almost sucked the ball into the net. Would you agree with that, or do you think it was just the players and having a bit of momentum in the game?
I'd agree with that. It's a bit of a coincidence that both the games that we did have behind the goal and we did fill it with an atmosphere. We scored 5 goals in, so yeah, it's got to make some sort of difference. And you could see how it affected the players. And we quickly, once we conceded, replied with 2 goals. Well, 3 goals. Building up to half time.
I've been muted by something. Joe Randall managed to get himself on the score sheet last night. He's had a tough couple of weeks, Tobbo, hasn't he? So it's nice to see him get through the back of it and get a chance really that he couldn't miss to get that goal to get his confidence back up.
He hasn't been great past couple of weeks, has he? I agree with what Max said the other day. He said that he ain't been good since Derby away, and he hasn't. He's got a very good first touch. He has, but Fergie loves him in that centre role, doesn't he? He really does. But I thought he was good yesterday. I did, and I'm glad he got his goal. I hope he gets confidence up. But the celebration was better than the goal. Knee side in front of the Cobblers fans. It's superb, mate. Superb.
Yeah, definitely. Caden, obviously, I think there were a couple of star performances that we haven't really mentioned yet, and one of them was on the right hand side, Kwame Poku. What an incredible game that he had last night, and that second goal just really topped it off. How important do you think it is to Posh that we keep Kwame Poku in the summer for next season, no matter what league we're in?
Very important. He loves to turn up for a big game. Cambridge, Cobblers. I think he turned up for Blackpool, didn't he? In the cup, I would say. Yeah, he's a brilliant player, key asset. I on his day, he's definitely our best player. Although I would say he's just behind Mason Clark overall.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Because a lot of people, do refer to Mason Clark as our player outright. But I do think, Mason Clark is a consistent 7.5, 8 out of 10 player who just scores goal after goal and puts together these huge runs. But when Poku's on his best form, he can't be stopped, can he?
Yeah. Sometimes he can be a 5. He can fill a position. But then sometimes on his day he can be 9 or 10 out of 10.
Yeah, without a doubt. So yeah, that's where I think we'll wrap up tonight. Just wanted to do a short stream, just a post-match rundown of the game. Tobba, have you got any closing thoughts? Anything about last night that you want to mention before we sort of round this whole thing off?
No, not really, mate. I'm pretty much done. And just I hope to see you all at Burton Albion.
Indeed, you will. You'll see us all there. So yeah, that's great. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll briefly just show you. Obviously, we did the predictions on Monday night, and it has altered the predictions league slightly. So this is the new standings in that predictions league. We've got Max still leading the way. He got the correct team to win in Posh and also got the goal scorer right. The same as Caden. They both had Mason Clark to score first. We all predicted Posh wins, so we'll get the points from that. But yeah, this is how we're doing so far in the predictions league, and we hope to that it will become a more consistent feature of that league table, and hopefully I'll climb up it at some point, because right now I've got a very daunting relegation battle on at the bottom of the predictions league table. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us this evening. The chat's been good again, getting your comments in, and we'll see you. There'll be the Burton preview hopefully early tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us once more. Up the Posh.